to the Internet Soapbox. This is the first episode of our podcast. My name is Nathan.
I'm Ricky.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Hannah.
So yeah, this is our first episode where we are going to probably talk about some shit, and then more shit, and then by the end of it, it's just more shit.
This is kind of just a starting episode. We
say-
don't even know what it's going to be about. So.
It's gonna be about Hitler fanfiction
Oh
stuff.
no.
I thought you were gonna.
I
thought you were gonna
on my
say.
phone.
I thought you were gonna say that by the end of it. I don't know. Maybe something cool happened. You're
No,
like,
no,
it's just gonna be more shit.
Now I'm realist. It's gonna be the shittiest shit, but at least by the end of it, you wasted an hour of your time and you procrastinated just long enough.
It's
Yeah.
shit that smells shitty.
Yeah. So once this podcast ends, guys, you need to get back to whatever that work was.
Or
you
take
were
a nap.
doing.
You worked hard today by not
I
working.
feel you.
Hannah, you're a bad influence.
I'm putting a paper off right now, so I get you.
Nate, you are not.
It's
He is,
due
actually.
like three weeks.
He
from now.
is actually.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, that's what I did in college. I would be like, okay, I only need an hour to finish this paper. So literally an hour before class, I will get this paper done. Yes, it was done. Probably
Was it
not the
good?
best paper.
Yeah, was it good?
I did a B on one.
I will say that I did my 20-page thesis with footnotes. I did all the research beforehand, but I didn't start writing it until 2 days before it was due, and I got an A, so it is what it is.
So I had a art professor who's basically, she was really into, like, I think it was like what's his name? Something Cage. He did the
Nick Cage?
Not Nick Cage.
Nick Cage?
Not the Rage
Nick
of the
Cage?
Cage.
You had Nicholas, not the bees, cage.
Not the piece.
Not the piece.
Oh my eyes.
No, but I forget what his name is. I'm sure people in comics will start screaming it, but he did that silent piece that's like 422 or whatever, or 344. But he's a modern artist that does like bullshit, whatever. We had to go pick.
Tell us how you really feel.
I did. And
I'll
I told
tell you how
that
Hannah really
professor
feels
exactly what I
personally.
felt in an essay.
I'm sure.
Dude, she gives me this artist to do because I didn't pick an artist quick enough. Apparently, he's like, "You can do this one." I went, "Cool." Read the book. I'm like, "This is I hate everything about this artist." So you know what I'm gonna do? I wrote the paper without sourcing a damn thing, and I just jokes upon jokes about how I don't like use the term modern art for this because it's not the right term. It's like it's not even abstract. It's Drek. It is. And throughout the entire process, I write these jokes, and I'm like, okay, cool. Smarten it up, put a source, smarten up. Every other line was a joke about how much I think this is bullshit.
Right.
B+. Wrote it an hour, not an hour, maybe like 4 hours before class.
That's actually
B+.
really solid.
Honestly, for one of my classes that I don't like, I'm thinking about writing, like if I have to write a paper for the end of it, writing like a 5-page thing about how much of a waste of time this is, and my other grades would have been higher if I didn't have this class.
Yeah.
I'm very spiteful. I was yelling on the way over
I
here.
know
I was
that
angry.
we're
No, he was like, there was actually a moment where I was like, do you need to pull over? Are you okay?
Fine!
He was not fine.
I'll talk about it after the podcast because I don't want to like peak the audio.
It was remarkable because immediately after he had gotten done yelling, he brought it back down. He's like, "I'm sorry, I've been holding that in all day," and just like very level-headed. And I was just like, "What the fuck?"
It's something. It's like I knew it was completely irrational to say. I knew it was gonna come out like a fucking madman screaming at cars.
It was.
I just went for it, and then I felt 18 times better.
It was, and it did.
Like, honestly, in a car is the only time I can ever really get angry.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the New Yorker in me. I'm just going down the highway and someone cuts me off.
Like 2 ladies one time when I was in the car. And we were in a parking lot.
Was that at the McDonald's when we were going?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
We were in the parking lot and this lady was coming out of Sam's Club. But first of all, he went to like Walmart for no reason. We were not even.
Why
going to
were you
Walmart.
guys going there?
I made wrong turns, poor life choices.
No
He went to-
wonder you guys were late.
He went to Walmart and then he like, this lady was coming out of Sam's Club and he kind of like slammed on his brakes but didn't really stop, so we just kind of did that. And the lady was like looking over the car like, why didn't she was like, go!
I'll do that shit. I'll look at somebody.
He's gonna kill someone, and I'm gonna be an accomplice.
That's a summary of the words that spewed out of my mouth.
They're gonna
lady.
make me testify against him, or else I get the slammer too.
Yeah, no.
Blasted a slammer. I have a small ass.
I do I do the wave, but I know they're not gonna see it, so I'm like, good, just move, you're already doing it, just move, just go.
I just do this. I flick my lights. I'm just trying to give them the
He blinds people. He doesn't.
Okay, so I know we're not talking about the Hitler fanfiction anymore, but I have been over here reading it.
Of course you have. So for context, guys, before this, we were talking about history, and we got into like World War I and World War II. And like talking about the Romanovs, talking about Mussolini, and of course, all roads when you open the book of World War II, all roads lead to Hitler.
When you open the book
You're listening on the internet. Everything goes to Hitler eventually.
I don't know why we are looking at and holding our hand up to the microphone.
We see you out there.
We see you.
Rich is like looking at the microphone and holding his hand up
I'm
to you.
fucking Italian. I gotta talk with my hands.
He's Italian and he doesn't know what to do with his hands.
But anyway, canonically in this book, Hitler has a half-inch penis and only one ball.
Ooh.
So in this line alone, you can see why I would recommend this fanfiction to everyone. Because the line is, Hitler did not know anything about his schlong was abnormal. He'd always found it quite spectacular until he saw the other kids' penises.
He finds everything.
The other kids' penises.
With two balls. Skip ahead a little bit, and it gets a little dark here. It gets a little. I mean, it's Hitler.
Really?
And it
I
goes,
never would have expected.
he sighed as another round of ashes settled on his lovely secret garden of daffodils. He couldn't deny that the ashes of those Jews were beautiful, but they did nothing to ease the beautiful ache in Adolf Hitler's empty heart.
Empty heart, yeah, I bet. The issue was like
Hitler didn't know anything was abnormal about his schlong.
like that is
as a
the
sentence
first. Yeah, that is the.
that will stick with me until the day that I die.
I hope on your with your dying breath.
Literally on my tombstone, it's gonna be that one from earlier. It's what is it?
Which one?
Oh,
Something about
I took
Hitler
a
and
screenshot of
Mussolini.
it.
Oh yeah, no, that.
Oh yeah, if Mussolini looked hard enough, he could see Hitler's tiny bulge fading along with the last hope for love.
Last.
I mean, is that not just the best line in any fan fiction you've ever read?
No.
Like, listen, I was a lonely middle school girl. I read a lot of fan fiction, and
Yeah.
that line,
I read a lot of fan fiction.
that
back
line
then,
is
too.
better than anything in the My Immortal series that I
Oh
read
man,
in middle school.
I don't even think I finished that
Oh,
series.
I
I think
read
I
it
grew
all.
out of it.
No, I read it all.
I watched Some Ordinary Gamers read it actually. Mudahar.
Oh really?
Yeah, he read it and it was just a laugh fest the entire way through. Like
Oh,
at
wow.
one point, like I think Muda falls out of his damn chair. He's laughing so
I'm
hard.
so.
Like I liked when I watched
I
Game
need to
Grumps
go
do
and
the
watch
Sonic one. That one was
No.
so good.
No.
That was so
No.
funny. Every moment of that was
No.
amazing.
No. Oh god. The Sonic fan fiction guy.
Oh my god,
I-
Sonic fanfiction is the best though.
Okay, so
Is it?
I'm within the Sonic fandom, and I didn't know about.
He's a Sonic furry.
Sonic
Sonic.
furry.
No, I didn't know about all this stuff because I was raised on the Genesis. I played all the Sonic games,
Right.
and then the internet's a thing. So I'm like, oh, everyone must love Sonic. Go on there. Either they absolutely despise the Sonic series because
Well,
Mario is perfect, or they love Sonic a little too much, just smidge too much.
You see, I'm kind of the same way because when I will say like I never had a Genesis, but I did. One of the first games I ever got for my GameCube was Sonic the Complete Collection,
Mm-hmm.
which had, I mean, literally everything. It had like the pinball games. It
I love
had
the
like
pinball.
oh yeah, and so I mean Sonic, and I had the Game Boy Advance version.
Mhm.
So like it was a big part of my life. I'm not gonna lie, but I would say that I like Sonic, but I'm not. I guess I am one of those weird
You
people
don't
that's kind of in the middle.
like Sonic.
I don't like him like that. That's for damn sure.
No.
You can.
I'm a
Don't
Sonic.
kink shame me.
Oh my god.
I'm a Sonic purist. I want my Sonic furry fan art to be 2D. Thank you very much.
His arms also need to be the right
Maybe the
color.
right color.
Also,
Damn it.
I will go on a rampage in GameStop and pepper spray an employee.
Oh, fuck.
There's
I
a deep
remember
cut
that.
for you.
There's a
I
deep cut.
remember that.
You remember that?
I remember
we
when
will
that
not say
happens.
his name on the podcast.
No.
Yeah, that will incite the wrath of the White Knights. We are not
No,
talking
it's
about
the idea that first off, if anyone
That
walks into a
anybody would
GameStop
do
and
that.
is angry
Yeah.
to that level, first off, you're in GameStop.
Oh!
It is ma'am.
Oh my god!
It is, ma'am.
It took me so long to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Don't
I didn't-
call anyone.
Anyone. Any
Stop.
pony, okay?
Your
Is that
voice
better?
stupid. Any pony.
You feel better about that one?
Why is your voice so good for her though?
No, I
really want to do a whole spiel of like something she said, but I'm not gonna.
Like, listen, she's a queen though.
She's living her
She's a
best
queen.
life.
Oh yeah. She is a queen.
But anyone who walks into a GameStop not all, like understanding that GameStop is anger, walk in there with a bunch of games, walk out with $2 and maybe a copy of a broken piece of Mortal Kombat.
You get one half of the CD.
Yeah, here's half the CD. What? We didn't have any change. Just show you how much those games are worth.
Oh my god.
Alright,
yeah, no, I
listen.
can't, like...
There's nothing better than getting drunk and playing Mortal Kombat.
It's way better to
No,
just sell it on Amazon, like, as an individual
Yeah.
seller, because there are people, like, retro gamers who will actually purchase it.
For the right price.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Like used, if you're buying a used game for $30, that's fine. That should have been sold for $20.
It's true. Very true.
It really should have.
But if you're gonna sell it for $30, then you might want to give me a little bit more money than...
I went to another store, Play and Trade, back when that was a big thing on Long Island.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I sold like a couple of consoles and games, which I never usually do because I like to collect them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like ripping parts of my soul when I give them away like that. And I'm like, cool, so how much is it worth? Oh, the whole kit and caboodle is like $20. Really? But it'll be $50 if you get it in-store credit.
In-store credit.
And I'm like, you know what? That's fine, because that's one of the few stores that
You went
actually...
to regularly.
Well, not just regularly. They're the only ones that would actually have old classic consoles and games.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, I'll $50 credit.
For $50, you might be able to buy like an NES system.
Yeah, well, almost exactly. $60
Yeah.
for an NES with the works.
Don't say what the name of this character is, but how do you feel about this image?
Okay, immediately I'm just... First off, we already talked about it. But yeah.
Stop.
Sorry guys at home, you're not going to see this image.
You're not going to see this image.
But the thing is that, like, my god, I have a whole bunch of consoles that have wires that are missing. That Amazon's like, yeah, I could probably get from Amazon, but I got $50 of free money. So I'm going to go spend that and go get the stuff.
Free money.
That's what I call, I know it's not in any way, shape, or form, but anytime, like, a company
The
gives you a
economists are
vouchers...
screaming right now.
I hope you are.
If you anybody in the comments has a background in economy, I want you to like drag Rich in the comments. Please.
Drag me out into the street.
Just spamming "there's no such thing as a free lunch" like over and over again.
No, but I didn't pay for it, so it's free for me.
Oh god.
No, oh god. As someone who builds up worlds with like full-on economies and shit for like D&D like shit, like that hurts me to say, yeah, I have free money.
Free money. Ooh.
It's free money and I want it now.
It's my money and I want it now.
I'm sorry. There are some commercials that I think are so iconic that like it's part of our collective conscience.
Just
And
have two foot
to be fair, it's part of our collective consciousness and
I
like
need cash now.
oh the opera version, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's
But
classic.
like I think there are also ones that are specific to your local area. Like there are some that are
Oh
nationally
my god, what's that
known.
guy's name? The car guy. From
Jay
around here?
Gilstrap.
My name's
Jay Gilstrap here.
No, I can do it. Jay Gilstrap here with the Gilstrap family of dealerships. Like, who told him he had a voice for radio, first off?
Nobody.
Second off.
Not Jesus, alright?
Oh my god,
She has worse dad jokes than anybody
Oh
I've
my
ever heard
gosh.
in my
He
life.
was my alarm clock.
The worst one was the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one around Christmas.
That
Like
didn't
when he I don't know what it was, but like he decided he was gonna speed up the song because
No.
he only apparently had enough for a 30-second ad. So he sped up the song. Yeah, no, it was about that fast. It was like a Speedy Cake remix. and then like
I hate it.
and then like. But he would stop the song. He's like, had a very shiny, and then he would like start
Nice
talking.
newer vehicle.
Nice
for the
newer
Gilstrap
vehicle.
family
Yeah.
dealership.
And
Oh,
he
I
would
did
just
hear
talk.
that.
This is
He
a
wasn't-
weird Nightcore cover.
Yeah. But he wasn't
Being
singing.
used for that
The
video.
worst- The worst part was that he was not singing. He was just talking in his normal shouty tone. Like,
listen, I hope the man does good business, but I hate it.
I don't hope the man has good business. I hope he has a awful day.
Oh my god. I remember on Long Island we had one for, I think, three brothers pools. And they had their sister do it.
Oh.
And she had the most Long Island accent.
Long Island?
Long Island
Long
accent.
Island?
So everyone's like, no, like, I would be watching. It's like, oh no, she doesn't have like really much of an accent. You live on Long Island. You don't understand.
Yeah.
I went upstate, where every time I would go upstate to like, say coffee, say coffee.
Say coffee.
What are you drinking there, Rich? Shut up.
Shut. I don't drink coffee. I drink hot chocolate.
Which is
Which
worse
here,
almost.
with here, and like Kieran constantly going like, see chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
Oh, that face.
Wait, say it,
Really
say it.
What?
Chocolate.
I had a kid make fun of me for the way I said white.
White?
White. He'd just be like, it's white. And I'm like, I said, we all say it differently, asshole. Because you're 12.
When I first moved here,
Yeah, maybe to you, Mr. Jim Bob from the hills, fine, but...
so I've lived in South Carolina for most of my life, but I moved like cities.
Same.
Right.
And I moved up here from Seneca, and people thought I was Canadian.
From Seneca?
Yeah, from Seneca. They were like, you don't have an accent. And I was like, yeah, I know.
I've lived in this tiny little mountain town my entire life,
People-
and I just don't really have that much of an accent.
Well, it's a
I don't
chorus
know why.
thing. You were in chorus when you were a kid, and that's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why
that's-
it'll beat you out and
I
beat it
have
out of
been
you.
a singer my whole life. That's
I
true.
was in chorus since I was in like 3rd grade, so I just never really developed an accent because they just beat it out of you in chorus.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
So people, but I mean, when I first moved to Powdersville, people were like, "You from fucking Canada?" I had people who thought I was from Boston. I had people who thought I was Russian.
Russian.
Comrade.
Well, they thought I was a
Do not
Russian.
sound Russian.
Some guy told me that I sounded specifically like a Russian Jew from New York, and I was like,
No.
"Well, I am none of the above." So I don't know how you got that.
First off, you don't sound like you're from New York.
Exactly.
No,
I
not
don't
at
have
all.
an accent in general. Why the fuck would you immediately go to New York?
See, like, I have, like, this accent that
New York.
fluctuates, I think. I don't know. I've been told, it's like, I get told from people up north that I sound like I'm from the south.
And I
I
get
get
told people
told
down
from the
south that
south
we sound
I'm
like
from
we're
the
from
north.
You do
I'm
kind
a
of sound
weird
like
blend.
you're from the...
But-
it depends on what word you say.
But that's the thing, because Western New York, like,
Oh,
it's
New
like
York comes
Little
out when I'm
South.
angry.
Western New York is like Little South, where the accent kind of springs up there, and then as you go farther, like, east, the vowel sounds just change dramatically.
It's like, here's the thing, it's like, if I'm talking or if I'm like, it's like, it can just go in between, but if I'm angry, that's when the upstate New York comes out.
Oh my
And
god.
it's not even like a Long Island, like, New Yorker type thing. It's literally just like white trash, like, he thinks he's gonna fuck with me? Like, that kind of like,
Jesus Christ.
it
No.
sounds like I'm
He
holding
gets-
a pistol in an alley.
Nate, you're a fucking
There is no-
toothpick.
there
I
is-
could fuck with you.
There is no passive aggressiveness when it comes to him driving. It's literally just aggressive.
0 to
Get the
100.
fuck out of
Yeah,
my way.
no, I understand that. But,
I'm passive aggressive in everything.
I'm
I
passive
do.
aggressive because I will literally, like, if someone's riding on my ass, I will go slower.
Oh, I do that.
oh, I
100%.
get that. But, okay, speaking of accents, I'll go to Lake George every year, upstate New York, for vacation. And the further up you go, the more Canadian it gets. So, I was at a theme park when I was a kid, and one of the people working the rides was, like, French-Canadian. So, we get on the ride, and they go on the speakers, like, Psh, okay, please, put your hands in, and they start switching over to French in the middle. And they have, like, the strong French-Canadian accent, and I'm like, this is important information I really need to know about. Can I please have it in English, please? If you need to do it in French, please, either before or after, just one whole thing in English. So, small part of not dying in English.
Fair
would be
enough.
wonderful.
No, get
Oh,
fucked.
man. There were these guys I was playing Overwatch with. I ended up grouping with them, and they had extremely strong accents, and it was French accents that I could tell.
Yeah,
And
I
I
love
was
playing with
just
French
like,
Canadians on Overwatch.
So, are you guys just? I assume you're French Canadian because why would anybody choose to play on NA East? Like, why would you choose to, if you have the option of playing on EU servers, why would you ever subject yourself, first off, to the 150 ping? Second off, to the absolute nimrods.
Me?
Like,
Oh no,
Me.
I don't know. I've been on EU and it's not much better.
well, they're
They're
a little salty, but
I've been on Asian
they're better
servers.
players.
And Asian servers, once they realize you speak English, they're so fucking cute. Like, they just send you, like, the cutest little messages.
Because
like,
they're
and they're trying to learn
wanting
English,
to learn.
and
yeah.
they're just so nice to you.
It's cute.
Like,
fucking sweet.
I can't have nice. I
It's
lived
like-
on Xbox Live. I can't do nice.
Fair enough.
I mean, you should see the Minecraft server I'm in right now. No, like that's the reason why how we met Kyle. Hey Kyle, I'm gonna send this to you, but
Hey
like
Kyle,
we
we
met
love
him
you.
because he was playing Overwatch on NA servers, and he was
He's
just like, I
Scottish,
don't
though.
like it over there.
He's Scottish though.
Ah.
Well, because like he agreed that the skill threshold is higher on EU, but that people are meaner.
Yeah. I don't know about other people. I play games to enjoy them and not to chastise other people.
Good.
If I want to do that, I'll just walk into a retail store.
Oh no,
Oof.
see here, I'm that kind of person where like I shit talk, but only if someone else starts it.
I am the exact same way.
I
will-
diffuse situations.
No, I will encourage.
Someone talks crap to me, then
Oh,
it's
not even
on.
to me. If someone talks
down.
crap to someone on my team and I don't even like that person, like they could be saying the exact same thing that I'm saying, but if someone else on the enemy team says
They'll be
it,
like, "Hey,
I will
shut
flame
the fuck up."
their ass
Yeah.
so fucking hard.
Don't you talk to my Mercy that way.
Honest to fucking
Let's
God,
get a
my
server
Mercy
on
with
hanging
2K
out.
heals on her 4th round
Yeah.
of gameplay, you will not disrespect her.
Yeah, with
I
2K
will.
healing. She only uses her blaster, but don't you say a word to her.
But that,
Alright? She's healing us by damaging you.
but that's the thing is like I main healers because I love that kind of role and I will sit in the back and heal.
No, you won't.
But I will.
Rich will.
I will.
We can play together.
Ooh.
No, you won't.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
I was Brigida, and there's a different story behind that.
I did not know that this kind of animosity was going to be
We're
coming
about
out
to
today.
So normally, when I'm with a team that I
normal.
trust,
Oh,
I will heal
fuck
them.
you.
I was just
Damn.
being
I
you.
don't want to see the audio levels right now. They're
bad.
tipping into the yellow.
It'll be fine. Don't worry, Rip headphone users. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I hope you're not wearing headphones. I swear to God, it's fine.
Every time, this is off topic, but every time I rewatch our D&D things and I wear headphones, I fucking, at the end of it, I have like a pounding fucking
Have you
headache.
guys not seen me in the chat? Like whenever you guys are doing your
Yeah,
D&D
I try to
thing, and
read
I'm
the
just
chat.
like, Jesus, rip out of my ears.
It's always
I try to apologize.
It's literally always me and
Why
Rich,
am I
we
the
just
farthest
scream.
away from
It
the
kinda is
microphone?
you
What we
too.
need to do is
Y'all are
just, like,
loud.
I want to talk at like a lower volume. Like I think what we need to do next time is have you sit here, you sit here.
I need to
and
sit in
you
the fucking
sit there.
corner away from the
You need
mic.
to sit there.
I need to be as far away from the mic.
We also need to get some foam in here.
Well, that's on its way. The studio is still very bare. We're literally on a resin table that I got from Staples because it was cheap and efficient.
Wait, Staples sells resin tables?
Yeah,
Hell
they
yeah.
do.
I
It's
did
There's a
not
lot
know
of things
that.
you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, like socks.
What?
Yeah,
What?
don't question it.
I'm-
I do, and I get yelled
too
at.
late.
They also sell
Too
like
late.
really shitty chapstick. Like literally every time I put it on, if I put any lipstick on over it, it does what it did earlier. Like that
Where like
lipstick
peels
normally.
off?
Yeah, that lipstick normally stays for like 7 hours, and if I put it over the chapstick, it stays for 20 minutes tops.
I don't use chapstick because I haven't had chap lips since like 2nd grade.
I've had chapped lips since
I'm
I left
sorry,
New
that's
York.
perfect skin.
What the fuck is that like? Because
What
my
the
face
fuck
is
like?
my face is breaking out. I have chapped lips.
I mean,
I haven't slept in days.
I get zits every now and again.
Yeah.
Oh fuck you. Oh no, I'm doing the same thing on my chest.
Yeah, no.
Gross.
I know.
Wow.
No, that sounded really dirty. It's like I'm doing the same thing on my chest, and I'm like gross.
Because
And I-
especially there's
I'm
no
sorry.
visual for this.
I'm
so-
sorry.
I thought you were talking about.
I literally don't care.
I thought you were talking about like, oh, my zits are fine, but your zits.
No.
No, I haven't gotten like chest acne since I was in like middle school, and then
Ugh.
all of a sudden I broke out last week.
I've never had it. I think I've had some like.
Yeah, I
It
think
could
so.
be stress.
Well, it-
really mess with you.
Because my ex had a similar
Stress
thing.
can do it. Diet can do it. Changes in exercise can do it.
Not sleeping for 3 days.
I did my best, Rich.
That will definitely do it.
Listen, I got like 7 hours in 3 days.
Oh yeah, but so much better.
So
Hannah,
better than not sleeping at all.
God,
anything is better than not sleeping at all, Hannah.
Exactly. So you guys should be proud of me, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm proud of you.
Is
for,
that the
for
threshold?
being human.
Is that the threshold, Hannah?
Listen,
Is that what we're aiming for?
We took
here?
the bar. We said, "Here we go." That's a little lower. That's fine. You know what? If it's touching the ground, it just means it's easy
just
mode.
Pick the
A
bar
little
up
more
off of its restraints
realistic.
and fucking drop it. And that's where we should all aim to have.
Maybe
their
we could bury it a little more.
expectations For me.
It's like, yeah, could you bury that 6 feet deep? Yeah, that's
about right. It's
the
a
level
challenge,
I
but
can
I can
meet.
I can deal with it.
That's the level I can
all right. No, touching the ground is where I'm at. Okay, I'm not there. Rich.
Yet.
Is this where we're gonna
Yeah.
stop the cut right here?
Oh yeah, we can cut in with this right now. So I haven't been sleeping, right? Because I've been binging way too much stuff on Netflix.
Right.
I just found out, and I'm probably dumb for not realizing, but Cells at Work just had a English dub, and I am a heathen and watch dubs instead of subs.
I watched
watched
the dub,
both.
but I wanted to watch.
I'll do both.
I can't wait to see it on Netflix.
You see,
it's on my list.
some dubs are really good. Like the Soul Eater dub is excellent.
It's very good.
I watched this a later dub.
We're
I
watching
very
through it
much
right now.
We are
genuinely liked,
watching through it.
'Cause-
Full Metal Alchemist. I like the dub.
The
of
dub
Full
on
Metal.
that is good.
I like the
Yeah,
Naruto
it's good.
dub, except for here's the thing. I'm super weird. With Naruto, I want to pick and choose. There are certain voices that I like better.
Mhm.
Like for example, the English voice for Kurama is so fucking gross.
It's really
It's
bad.
disgusting. It's awful.
And
Like
the Sakura voice, I don't like it.
She's annoying.
like Attack on Titan.
For the record, that was neither of the two females present.
How's it going?
Attack
I
on
think my voice
Titan.
is deeper than.
Mine is much deeper than his.
Oh nay! One day your balls will
My
drop.
speaking voice is deeper
Wow,
than his.
can
speaking
we
voice.
actually cut that? No.
No, my
Actually, I think we're about the same.
Yeah, mine's like I don't know.
I was late to get the deep voice because when I was in school I did chorus, and only because I didn't want to write essays in general music, so I took
Fair enough.
chorus. And I
You was
was
a
a
soprano.
soprano. Yeah,
Oh,
I was soprano
that was
throughout my
best.
entire high school career until senior year,
That is so
when they had to
cute.
drop me into
And your balls
Alto?
dropped.
high alto. I
Your
forget what they
balls
called it.
dropped at the
Alto
same
one?
time.
Did you
Yeah,
do Alto 1?
alto
So
one.
cute. I'm a second.
Alto
soprano.
1 is so much fun to sing.
The thing
I
is, I
love
was
alto
because
one.
they always ask like, why was I always say? Because they put me in altos at first because all the guys went to alto, and they're
Yeah.
like, you always sing above the note, so they put me in sopranos, and I kind of sung the note. I am not a singer. I am missing a huge part of my range.
I could help you find it.
No, I had a. We basically we had one day where they stopped the entire class because they couldn't understand why I was
Oh, I can do
missing.
it.
And they sat me next to one of the girls who had, oddly enough, I had a crush on, which made it really
Aw.
awkward.
Oof.
Had her sit there and sing, and she was like almost not pitch perfect, but she was able to. If you told her hit an A, she could hit it.
Right, right.
She would go through it, and I'd be because like I can't. If I
Is it your middle voice?
it's my entire. Either I am fucking loud or just a little bit quiet. No in between.
Have you noticed, Rich?
I can sing. I can sing every voice part from soprano 1 to tenor 1.
I mean, I can scream and
Holy
metal.
shit!
That's
I'm
the
a
best I can
second
do.
soprano, and my teacher straight up was like,
Soprano is fun.
"Yeah, she was like, you have a really pretty voice. The problem is you could hit a total of 4 notes."
Ooh.
Ugh.
And
That's
I
all
was
you need.
And I was like, "Yeah, pretty much." And she was like, "So I'm gonna put you on
In
second
second
soprano."
soprano.
She was like, "I'm gonna put you in second soprano. Hit the notes you can, and the notes that you can't, just be really quiet."
Wow.
But she gave me like solos and stuff occasionally, and I was in show choir my
That's
senior
nice.
year, so we did the dancing and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I have a pretty voice for like 5-6 notes, and then after that, it's
That's teachable. I can teach you. That's very teachable.
And like where I am is like I just unpolished, I guess is the right word for
Really?
it. 'Cause I can
Because
match.
you can match pitch for like the vast majority of your range. Honestly, I just need to teach you how to open up your falsetto.
My problem is a lot of
Open
people
up
think
my
I'm tone
ass.
deaf. A lot of people think I'm
That's
tone
something
deaf,
you would say.
but it's more or less that I
I'm
can
Nate,
I
but as a
can
woman.
hear the tone. I know
And
it
it's
is a separation of
awful.
tone. I
Kind of.
can't
You two are pretty much the
reproduce
same
it.
person.
I know. I'm literally Nate, but with boobs, and it's bad.
You two are the same person.
It's sick.
And you think it doesn't suck trying not to sit on your balls every time you sit down?
I am sitting on my balls.
No, I'm
Currently.
My balls are bigger than yours.
Probably.
Oof.
I just have AC/DC stuck in my head right now.
Mm.
I've got big balls.
She's got big balls.
Stop.
You
I
know?
sure do.
I haven't heard that song in a long time.
I have
Which pen
the
is
greatest hits
That's
with
mine.
everything.
I kind of just threw
I
the
don't
pens
know.
on the table.
That's fine. I'm
Why
gonna
do we
go
have
with it.
pens?
I don't know. When we have great pencils right there.
These are really nice
'Cause I can't write on
pencils. Do you
people's
mind if
skin
I
with
have
pencils.
one?
I have like a gigantic box of pencils.
That's a nice
I mean,
pencil.
You literally work at an office supply store. Why am I asking?
Funny enough, didn't
Wait.
get it from the office supply store. I got that strictly from Amazon. Amazon Basics. They give you like a fuck ton of
Were you
pre-sharpened
serious?
pencils.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you serious?
Amazon Basics is surprisingly really good with their shit. I think it was like $20 and you get like a fuck all box of like, I don't even think it was $20. I think it was like $10.
Fuck all box.
I've heard of a fuck off box, but not.
No, a fuck all.
No,
fuck all
He's
box.
calling it a fuck all because he fucked all the pencils.
That's not true. Some of them aren't sharpened.
It's
Ooh.
not.
You wouldn't like him sharpened.
Okay, one. That's two. Let's get a little bit of that off the kid.
Oh,
You gotta get the sawdust out of your ass at the end of the night.
Sawdust. Jesus.
There we go.
No, there's like a reservoir. You gotta take it out.
You store
It's
pencil.
in the
You
balls.
store pencil shavings in the balls.
Pencil shavings are stored in the balls. This is the realest hot take. Pee is stored in the balls is so fucking 2008.
No, it's pencil shavings after you've shaven them from your asshole. There you go.
Oh my
There we
God.
go. The truest
And
hot
that's
take.
why you don't shave your ass hairs, kids.
And
'Cause
this
you
is
need
why
it.
we don't have any
You
sponsors.
pluck them.
You pluck them. That's
Pluck your pubic hairs.
worse.
Pluck your pubic hairs or you're a pussy.
If you're a pussy.
No.
No, or you're a pussy.
Or you're a pussy ass
If you
bitch,
if
you
you
can't do it.
if you shave over plucking on your pussy hairs, I have some truth for you that you don't want to hear. Baby, you are the pussy.
Baby, you're a pussy. It's just a feeling of fireworks in my head, but all the rooms are just replaced with that
no,
concept.
no waxing either. That's
No,
cheating.
waxing is
That's
for bitches.
cheating.
waxing
It's one step up
waxing
from
is for
shaving.
people who don't have hands, thank you.
People who don't have hands. What?
Because you can't pluck with your teeth.
Oh no, that's championship edition.
This
You
is
can
just
floss with your
devolved.
pubic hair though.
This is just devolved.
How do we get into like a like obviously off the microphone? Yeah, I will. Off the microphone, we went from like this epic like nice talk about history, went to Hitler, then we moved on to like
Hitler
other random
fanfiction.
topics, and now we're on to eating pussy.
Because from Hitler everything devolves. This is just an exercise in that Hitler ruins everything he touches.
I'm
May
gonna
I
read
say-
another page
Welcome
of
to
the
episode
Hitler
1. More to come.
May I say this is a hell of a precedent to set in the first
Yeah,
episode.
I mean,
Woo!
how are we ever going to like live this one? Like, how do
This
we,
is tame.
Where do we go?
This
from
is
here?
tame in my books. We can go deeper.
This is the episode we all look back on in like
Gotta
a
go
year
back.
if we're still doing this and we're all just
Oh,
like,
we're so
"Ew."
innocent.
Ew.
Oh, we were so innocent.
No, I lost the Hitler fan fiction.
Oh, no.
I'm sure you can find it again. I believe.
I found
in
it
you.
again.
I'm sure there's many.
Do you guys want to cut it at 45? Is it, like we got 10 minutes then?
Yeah, well, we can go for a little while longer, and then we can cut things out as we go.
Mhm.
Yeah, like this part here.
How long do we want? How long do we want it to be?
Well, the way I see it is we record a huge chunk, and then you go in and just cut the stuff that's good, cut out the stuff that's bad, and just
See what
glue
you
it
got.
together.
All right, I gotta get Adobe Premiere.
I don't mind if this part's in. Alright, guys, this is the back end of all this shit.
Yeah.
Not the one that sharpens pencils, just the one that writes stuff.
Stop!
No,
Stop!
You're
I can't. There will no more pencil.
Hannah and I have two different ideas.
I will
You know what you're inviting? You're inviting the bad kind of fan art.
You're
I want it. I look forward to it.
He looks forward to you guys drawing images of him.
Okay, I'm gonna
sharpening.
drop a truth on you. I want to be a great animator, not just like the only way I'll know I'm a great animator is if I find Rule 34 of my characters. Then I know I did a good job.
That's
Then
fair
I know
enough.
I did a great job.
That is actually a decent measure, because like you know you're someone if someone out there has found your character, your creation,
I want to say it was the creators
and
of Rick
wants
and
to
Morty.
fap to it.
I want to say it's the creators of Rick and Morty who went onto 4chan and basically told like Rick and Morty's like a shit show,
Yeah,
and
that-
everyone defended it. It's like that's how we knew we did a good show.
Yeah, that's what they did. Justin Roiland is like he travels 4chan all the time. Travels 4chan.
Travel.
It's a
That's
trip,
good
all right.
That is a good description
I
for
mean, it is
how,
a fucking wasteland.
Take a day trip and come back vomiting.
It is a
4chan.
godforsaken place. It's a godforsaken swath of land.
Hitler could be a potential enemy. This was no time to be admiring his smooth legs. No time to think about his perfect thigh gap.
Smooth
No
legs.
matter how hard he was at the sight of him, it would only hurt having to go to war against that perfect man. He longed for simpler days when he could meet,
thinking about
when he
Mussolini,
could
I
meet
think.
the younger man, befriend him.
I think
even.
it's Mussolini.
Yeah, it's Mussolini's
It's Mussolini.
POV.
This is Mussolini's inner dialogue.
This is literally the title of it is Mussolini's POV, youthful longing.
I'm sorry. When it comes to World War II, everyone gets the limelight. Mussolini's just happy to be invited.
Mussolini got to sit at the table.
Mussolini's
Which is
just
funny
sit on more
because
than just
it
the
was
table
literally
in this
his
one.
ideology to start with. But
It was
like,
like, this is my ideology, and halfway through, guys, I think we took it a little too far. Can I walk out? Can I leave? Can I go?
Can I
Can I
leave?
go? Thank you. I'm out. Peace.
no, and his people left him like hanging from a street lamp.
Yeah, no, that's out. That's out. That was his out.
Yeah, they left him hanging from a street lamp along with one of his mistresses, I believe.
Probably. Everyone dies with their mistress, except for Stalin.
Because Stalin dies alone, because fuck that guy.
Stalin dies alone because he told all the doctors to go fuck themselves.
So my professor for history that I took, it was world history from or European history from 1914 on.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently after Hitler died, Stalin sent in part of his crew to find the body. And the Russians.
I just hear Flash Gordon go back and bring back his body.
Yeah, like that. And apparently, they're pretty sure they found him or whatever. And someone was like, I believe he was being interviewed by some U.S. diplomat, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Stalin had this ashtray on his desk, which looked remarkably like a human skull.
Huh.
And
Great craftsmanship.
that's because it was a human skull. And when asked about where Hitler's body was, he took a puff of the cigar he was smoking and went flick.
Next
and proceeded
question.
to say nothing. I'm pretty sure that's how the story went. But yeah, we aren't positive that was Hitler's body because, oh my gosh, there are so many theories about what happened to Hitler's body. But
He's in Argentina.
he's
living
in Argentina.
his real life.
Yeah,
With Mussolini.
Dude,
Drawing fan art of
dude,
Disney characters.
He would be dead by old age by now.
Fuck. Okay. Now I know. I kind of wanted Hitler to survive World War II, just to live long enough to go to live into the Disney Renaissance in a jail cell, drawing fucking Simba on his walls. Simba.
Oh my god. Can you imagine though?
Simba.
I really thought for a second though that you were gonna be like, I kind of wanted Adolf to live during World War II so that he could have another season.
Another season.
I really wanted that redemption.
The
arc.
Fourth
I wanted
Reich
the
strikes
redemption
back.
arc.
No, the Fourth Reich, Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, but here's so
God.
I guess Stalin and Adolf are dating in this chapter.
Oh wow, this romance has progressed
Oh, I know.
fast.
And he goes, "What's wrong, Dolphy?" Stalin pouted.
Dolphy! No, not Dolphy.
Oh yes, Dolphy. Really? Nicknames already?
Belle Dolphy.
Oh.
First pop culture reference.
And
Yes.
was he gonna sell to Adolf water?
For reference, Hannah just fell into the next seat.
Good luck with that.
I can't get up.
Yeah.
My
She
abs
is
are
falling
so
and
hard.
can't get up.
I fell. Have you guys seen that original commercial? Cause she tripped
course.
on blueberries.
I thought you were
Blueberries are
about to
very
say
dangerous.
I thought you were about to say, has anyone seen my ass? And I was
My
like,
ass.
whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody has some. I'm a little bit of a slut.
Nope.
But like in a fun way.
What other way is there?
Like, I mean, there's a sad way to be a slut.
That's the
There's
daddy
a fun
issues
clown
way.
and there's a sad
That's
clown.
the daddy issues way.
Yeah. Have you seen
Yeah,
that
the
animation thing with
Happy
the
sound
clowns?
and the clown and the sad clown, but
Oh my god, we did a whole fucking lesson on him in school. My anus is bleeding!
for the love of God and all that is holy,
So
anus is
we did a whole lesson on him because the biggest thing that he did for animation is when people said, no, you can cheat by doing like looped animation and stuff. He said, no, every cell must be drawn by hand. So that's his philosophy. You cannot cheat. Every frame must be redrawn by hand.
Well, that's intense.
Yeah, he was insane. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's insane.
I did a ball where I drew every frame. 200 frames later, I had 15 seconds of animation.
Nice.
Damn.
No, it was more like 30 seconds, but still. 200 frames of a ball bouncing, and at the end I'm like, okay, I'm gonna loop this like 6 times, and at the end I'm gonna do like a still image that goes like the mouth goes up and down a little bit, and the guy's gonna complain about it, and then that's my piece. Perfect animation. Yeah, it didn't go over well in class, but you know what? Fuck 200 frames.
Of literally just a ball bouncing?
Because you had to do squash and stretch, you had to make sure that the weight kept going through.
good.
Yeah, no, they're wonderful.
I've never had those.
She's eating the chocolate marshmallow Oreos.
Marshmallow?
Marshmallow.
It's marshmallow. You go to the fucking store and you get some
Hey,
marshmallow.
you've already had some.
I was giving her one.
Okay.
I want two.
Yeah, I didn't have money for
Shut
snacks. Please donate. You can donate to my web zone with a pizza roll.
I would offer to bring
That's
snacks
another
Sunday, but I won't be there.
Email me 1 cucumber.
You gave me one cucumber.
Stop.
If you send me, I swear to God, if I get a fucking eggplant, I will murder
An egg.
Death
you.
threats.
Death threats. The best death threats only come from us.
Well, all the controversial shit's out of the way. We've already talked about Hitler and issued death threats to our audience.
Yo, we're like Eminem. We kind of just came in here. We're like, just came out with the worst shit, so everybody expects it now.
Yeah.
No, I love that for us.
I love that for us.
I wasn't here to be edgy, but if you cut yourself, I'm sorry.
I'm so proud of this community.
So proud of this community we built up in one video. Literally, my mom.
Yeah, that's stupid. I'm still quoting the YouTube 2019 rewind in 2020.
They made one.
Or 2018 rather.
Oh, 20, because I didn't even know they made one.
The one
this
that
year.
everybody hated.
Yeah, that was
They
awful.
made one for 2019.
Yeah, the one
It
for
was
2019's been
boring as fuck.
done.
They were just like, hey, we know we did a bad job, so let's make a boring one this
And
time.
they made a top 10 like fucking Watch Mojo ass list, and it was like, wow.
I mean, I like Watch Mojo, but man, like, you really shouldn't take that format.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of which, top 10 sodas.
However, had they done top 10 videos, I'd have shit my pants.
They've
I
done
know
that.
that's really funny.
Meta.
I know Watch Mojo has, but I wanted YouTube to be like top 10 videos because I'd have shit my pants.
Wow.
Number 10 through 1 is all the different versions of, I was about to say Mojang, because I'm thinking playing my...
One of my friends just texted me, and he's trying to like move out of the shitty ass town he lives in. He just goes, "I'm this," in quotation marks, "I'm this close to selling feet pics."
Same. That's a major fucking move.
Feet pics, furry porn, and any other weird shit gets the big books.
It's crazy
if
though,
I could
because like
draw
he
furries,
paints,
dude,
so.
I'd be making all
I had a
the
friend
money
who did
drawing
that.
furry
I had a
porn.
friend who would take different commissions, and he's like, dude, it's like $20 per character, and then coloring them is like an extra $15.
You've got
You can make fucking bank.
No, this girl I went to college with, she did commission like furry porn, and she didn't even like the shit, but she just did it, and she would get $100 a commission, like $150 a commission.
Yeah, because they want extra detail. They want to make sure you
They
have everything
want it
right.
perfect.
They want
wanna make
perfect.
And
sure
she was an
my dick
amazing
looks good on my
artist.
wolf.
So like, she was an amazing artist. She paid her way through like college with that.
You can. My friend started doing at the end of his run,
Wolf job.
and it was more wolf job.
Wolf
But-
job.
But he
I
literally
finished them.
would just get
Got one.
random
I'm
things
sorry.
constantly for it. So I
It
hate
wasn't as
to.
well.
What?
He probably did.
So I hate to end
He's a
on
little
furry
fatty.
porn, but I think
Hate to end
now
on
we've
furry
reached
porn.
our limit.
Okay.
I love ending.
So we sign off then?
That's what,
Yeah.
I,
So
that's what I always do.
insert sign off here. This is the insert right now. Bye. I'm not creative, man.
It's alright.
I'm an artist. Yay.
I'm an artist, and I'm not creative.
Well, I guess that means that's it. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
And now here come the
Stop.
obituaries. No, you talk about mine. Mine is funny.
Sorry.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Get ready for the obituaries.
Oof.
Following is the obituaries.